Very peaceful here this morning. Bit different than the deserts. Look how lush it is in there. Lovely tall trees. Good morning. We set off again for a bit of a break. I think it's been quite a while since we've gone off camping. We were waiting for all the holiday makers over Christmas to disappear. Been hiding under the bed. Been a bit scared to get out because of the roads have just been packed with people. So yesterday we left. The wife went to a bridal shower at Eltham. Eltham's a terrible place for driving around. It was a nightmare. So we left there, I think about 3:15. Headed off towards Warburton. So we're about 20 k's east of Yarra Junction. And we just drove off into a state forest, found a little bare spot. There was not too many about. Pulled off and camped, but it's just so peaceful and quiet here. And so we're going to head off eventually, probably off to around the Thompson Dam and head off into the high country. But we've got to try and dodge fires. Desi Freeman's, they've closed off around Buffalo because of Desi Freeman, so we've got to try and dodge him. But I think there's so much about, we'll find quiet spots. Just leaving camp. I think it's a logging track, this one. It's a very scenic little road. Great tree ferns. Stayed there at Yarra State Forest. Coming into Walhalla, old gold mining town. Nice little spot. It's surprising how long it goes, but it's very narrow because it's following this creek line. There's huge mining shafts. You can do tours down. Regular tours. Yes, like I said before, I think it's about 30 odd years that I've been in here. 40 you reckon? That's what happens when you're a fossil, you can talk like that. Great little town. Yeah, very neat, isn't it?
The cricket ground's up there, the steps.
I think we drove up to that once.
You can walk up. There's all historic signs would be good to read, but
they never built very big houses in those days. Oh, going into the city centre. No Woolworths here. Nice looking rotunda. I'll climb some of those later. fire station. Corner store. You can see all the mining going on the right there. Lashed out with their gates here. Walking, there's a walkway high above the town. Just taking that. Nice and shady here, it's quite warm here today. I had the might be. In 1862 they found gold here. What did you say? For 6 years they didn't find any gold?
For eight years they didn't find any gold, and then the next 18 months they found so much.
This is the entrance to the long tunnel.
It's one of Victoria's richest gold mines, producing 25 tonnes of gold.
Be handy. Pay for my fuel. Not a bad view. And then there's the township of Walhalla. Must have been the mayor's house up there. Sit down. All these surrounding hills apparently bare. They use 34,000 tonnes of wood annually to keep their wood fires and whatever going for their mines. Probably making the bearings up the mine shafts and what firewood and everything. So all these surrounding hills were just bare. Unbelievable. So that house I said was the mayor's house up on the hill was the Walhalla Memorial Hospital.
In 1884. And it closed in 1900 due to lack of demand. Then there was another hospital.
It's a long way to count a patient up there.
And then
So you can see where that hospital was. I think things are quite bare all around there. And now it's very treed.
it's the Bank of Victoria.
Bank of Victoria. Stored 72 tonnes of gold.
And it was destroyed in a major town fire in 1888.
Do they say whether there's anything left?
A new building could be constructed. Was it constructed after that?
We were just up there, the start of the long tunnel. The fire lady's going into the fire station. See if she can start the truck up.
Wow, look at the fire cart. 2 men would pull it near the T-bar.
The old days we used buckets to put the fire out by the looks of it.
This was pulled by horse. And there's a pump.
So there's the fire station toilet. They had to wait until the creek flooded before you got to flush the toilet. So here's the creek. So the fire station they built over the creek. And apparently the reason they built it over the creek is because they couldn't get enough flat ground, so they built the fire station over the creek. Fair enough. So this trip we set off from Geelong, head up the Princes Highway, then we get up to the Ring Road. Ring Road, zoom down. So we go around the Ring Road to Eltham. Eltham's about there. And at Eltham, my wife went to a wedding shower for our niece. And then after 3 o'clock, we left Eltham and then headed across towards Lilydale. Then from Lilydale, there's the map again. From Lilydale, we headed across here down to the Yarra Road, across here into the Yarra State Forest. We camped there for a couple of nights. Beautiful. That's a beautiful, peaceful spot in there. And then from our camping spot there, we headed across and then headed down south to Warragul. And then from Warragul, headed across to Maui. Then from Maui, we headed back up north into the high country, into Walhalla. into the whole gold mining town, and then after Walhalla we headed south a little bit and then headed up towards the Thompson Dam, which will be in our next video, and from there we head further off into the high country, but that's in our next episode. So thanks for watching. We'll catch you in our next episode. Thank you very much.